October the 20th, 2022. I'm going to go have a meeting with Jen, the general manager. Okay. And I can also send her the videos. I plan to send her the videos. It's going on 8:10 a.m. And I'll show her. But she's lifting up the mattresses so that we can show her the burnt mark under the bed. Is she outside? Are they out? Mama, just sit it right there in front of the door. Yeah. I heard, it sounded like I heard Melissa and Jen outside talking. Are they outside? That's them? Oh, yeah, they outside smoking a cigarette. Hi, Jen. Are you ready for the meeting? Okay, yeah. Okay, Jen and Melissa. Okay. Okay.
Let me just put this in.
No, it's okay. No problem. We have time. I mean, okay. Okay. The meeting is about, okay.
Do you want me to call my team lead and we could sit
Out there?
in the dining room?
If you, I mean, you
Yeah,
don't
let me
have to call. I mean,
So you can watch the desk for me. And I can sit with you.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Yeah, just hold on 1 second.
Okay. If you want to. Okay.
I'll be right there. You guys have a seat.
You need to turn this on. Okay. So, make sure.
We need to sign our one that passes first. So, the iPad is in there.
Okay. Make sure. Okay. Okay, this is a letter. So let me just pull Imani. I just realized how I'm gonna pull it up. Okay, so let's see here. Okay, so we have a meeting because what has happened is okay, July the 4th, 2022. I decided to clean up under the bed. Okay, I'm going back that far because I didn't say anything for a while. And as I was cleaning under the bed, I found these little white feathers under the bed. And what I was like, this is odd because I had been documenting in 2021 of finding feathers as Imani and I should say, as I walked back and forth to work. Imani was saying he saw feathers as well, and we were having thoughts of some type of stalking or harassment was going on, but wasn't, I would say sure, but it's like, okay, how would I be able to demonstrate truth about what I'm experiencing? So when I saw the feathers under the bed, July the 4th, 2022, okay, and I saw that they were white and short, just like some of the feathers I would see on the path that I was documenting in 2021. I thought it was odd because they were not okay. I was thinking first, the rational thought would be they came from a pillow. But now it's like, well, if they came from a pillow, then surely I would have seen feathers outside the bed. Okay, and I would have been like, why are these feathers outside the bed? But the feathers were up under the bed, and they weren't outside of the bed. They're at all. They were all up under the bed, the frame. And then another, thought was maybe they came from the mattress, because I don't know. It's the same mattress. That was the first time I actually lift the mattresses up and clean under the bed. That was the next thought. So I'm looking under the mattress, looking at the mattresses, and I was like, no, there's no hole, there's no feathers coming from the mattress. None of this is connecting to those feathers. Like where, there's no feathers in the mattress. The bed frame that's up under that's closest to the floor is wood that I saw. I didn't see any feathers. So you know how Monty lifted up, by the way, just a few moments ago, so you can see what I'm talking about after I get to the reason why I'm having the meeting. So I documented it, vacuumed, and went and didn't think and said, okay, in time I'm going to speak to you about it. But I needed to see, how what is make sure I'm being rational about what I'm experiencing. Okay, because I don't like to be irrational and jump to conclusions, because sometimes you jump to conclusions and then the truth comes, you be like, oh, that's why. So I'm going to continue. So that was July the 4th, 2022. And then I remember I came to you and spoke to you about possibly, this is during the time when my chest, I called the cops, and because the chest, I had just brought the chest. And I knew the lock was working. I didn't hardly use the chest. It just arrived from Amazon, and the chest lock was broken. And I told you I called the cops about it, everything. And after that, I spoke to you about coming in the room and seeing that the two tables where I have the candles and the incense or whatever, or just like books, were moved like this instead of nice and neat. And I was like, did someone, I said, if the maid came in, because that's what the cops said. The cops said possibly the maid came in during the chest situation and broke the lock. And so I was thinking, did someone come in and move the tables? Because they were cat-a-corner instead of straight, because I like to I try my best to keep everything, nice and neat. I mean, we rush, we got to go and clean it up or whatever, but I try my best. This looks like this was deliberately done. And do you remember me telling you about that?
Yes, I do.
Okay, because I had took a picture. Okay. And I think the ending conversation was possibly a maid or somebody could have went in there and didn't leave a note or anything. And I just let it go. I said, okay. So that was after the chest, before the feathers, right? Okay. The feathers happened July the 4th, 2022, and the chest happened in April 2022. If I remember correctly, I'm leaving room for what Eric's, I didn't write down the date. April of 2022. Or it could have been, I think it was April, but I'll leave room for Eric. But nonetheless, that's when I spoke to you about the tables in between that time. Okay, so when I saw the feathers, I said, once again, let me be rational and let me wait. I got a lot of things I'm trying to do and a lot of other things going on, especially in reference to where I work at Burger King. So let me not be irrational once again.
I'm sorry.
Let me not be irrational because I have other things going on at my place of employment. And so let me think. Okay. So after that, July the 4th, 2022, I requested. I started to lift up the mattresses and vacuum the mattress. I mean, not vacuum the floor more often than I did before, because July the 4th, 2022 was the first time I did it. And I was like, ooh, it really needs to be clean under here. and because I want to just change the energy. But I knew it was going to be dirty, but I didn't expect to see feathers. It wasn't like 1 or 2 or 3 feathers. These were like they seemed to be specifically like placed. That's what it looked like. But once again, I was like, why would someone do such a thing? But then I said, why would someone would definitely, at first it's hard to state someone putting feathers deliberately on your path to cause some type of mental anguish or distress or some type of mental imbalance. But then when you start to videotape and you start to see that this is possibly what's going on, then, so forth, then that could be definitely the reason why. Don't know the intentions. So that's the thought I have. So why would someone be able, well, first of all, put feathers on the bed, and how would they get in, how would they get inside the room? Because that was, once again, I kept stressing when my lock was broken. I said, I'm not accusing Extended Stay America. I even told 911 that when I called 911, I said, I'm not accusing.
You're talking about the chest lock.
The chest lock. When my chest lock was broken. Thank you for saying the chest lock.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's a difference between the chest and the lock. I said, I'm not accusing Extended Stay America. Because I'm just saying that the lock was broken. Mm-hmm. And so with the feathers, once again, it's like, how would someone, and why would they go to an extent to do such, to put feathers under the bed? And once again, I had other things going on that I did not want to seem irrational, okay? So I made sure I documented and just wait, and I said, I'm going to wait because mental balance is important for me and Imani. Okay, so I started to lift up the mattresses and clean more than I did. I didn't do it before. So I was like, okay, I'm not seeing any feathers. And up under the carpet is nice and clean. Because we never lift up the mattresses before. We've been here since August of 2016. And we never lifted up the mattress before. So there would be no reason for any marks or anything to be up under the mattress. We never did it before, and that's why I was like, "Whoa, let me clean." And I was like, "Well, okay, why is this? I'm seeing feathers." So, so let me see here. So, do I need to go somewhere? We need to go somewhere else, or because he's the guy with the Kango hat. Are we okay?
We're good. They're not listening. Yeah.
I'm just thinking about. I want to be distracted because that could be a distraction.
Yeah.
Is there somewhere else we can go? Let's see. It's a distraction.
You guys want outside?
Yeah. Okay, so continue. Okay, so July the 11th, 2022, I cleaned under the bed. The carpet is nice and smooth. Now I say smooth, I'm saying is no marks. And the most was the feathers, and that was no mark. And I was like, okay. I didn't see any feathers. And I was like, okay. July 22nd, 2022. I cleaned under the bed, saw nothing under the bed, no feathers, just did my regular vacuuming. I was like, okay. Once again, just being, I try my best to be rational. Okay, August the 9th, 2022, that's when I requested Extended Stay to clean the carpet. Okay, still have other things going on, but definitely I was like, I want the carpet should be cleaned, and that'll definitely help with what I'm trying to achieve in the room, keep the room nice and neat. It helps with mental balance.
Did we ever clean the carpet for you?
Yes.
After that, we did. Okay.
You cleaned it
Okay.
forward. Yeah, so you cleaned it August the 12th, 2022. That's what I have here. I can double check. I always try to leave room for error. But I'm pretty sure August the 12th, 2022, you cleaned it because I moved the furniture. I made sure I lifted up the mattresses, and and the night before, I lifted up the couch. I never lifted up the couch before, okay? Even when I lifted up the mattress and saw the feathers, I didn't lift up the couch to clean under the couch, okay? There's one couch there. And when the night before I lifted up the couch, Imani helped me, and I saw one feather, and it's some type of debris or something up under. I didn't know what it was, but I vacuumed, and that was the night before. The next day, I knew that I had to go to work, and I knew that Senate State staff said they were going to be there and they're going to clean the carpet. So I need to make sure everything was as I asked that the Senate State clean the carpet that was visible, and I wanted them to clean under the bed and everywhere they could. So that's why I lifted up the couch and had a cat corner, and I moved my plants, everything. I put everything to the kitchen side, and so that they can just get all the carpet that they can see. Okay. Then let's see. September the 4th, 2022. Yep, I started. Under the bed, found a burnt mark. Okay. That's Imani. Even because I asked Imani went over the carpet after extended stay, cleaned it, because I asked them to, because I was like, what we're gonna do is to keep the carpet clean, we're gonna try to just just take some soap and water and a towel and go over the carpet to keep it clean, because that helps the smell in the room, and it helps what we deal with frequency, and mental balance is important. And I told them to, even though they cleaned the carpet August the 12th, 2022, I told them to go over it again. I think it was a week after, or a few days after. And he said he don't remember seeing the burnt mark. Doesn't mean it wasn't there, but he said he doesn't remember seeing it. Money, is this true?
Yeah, I don't remember seeing it.
Okay. When I lifted up
And the burnt mark is under the bed.
Under the bed.
Okay.
Yes, let me get to, there's a burnt mark under the bed. And so it looked like either someone used a cigarette or incense and put a burnt under the bed. And so what I have is what I have are videos of me cleaning the carpet of July the 4th, 2022. No burnt mark. I lifted up the mattress July the 11th, 2022 to clean the vacuum. No burnt mark. I lifted up the mattress 2022, no burnt mark. So that's July 11th, 2022, July 22nd, 2022, no burnt mark. Requested a Senate State to clean the carpet, and I'm not saying that the burnt mark wasn't there, because I think I could, but once again, I might not have been paying attention enough. Okay, and this is when I noticed it, September 4th, 2022, and I was like, how did this get here? Okay, how did this burnt mark get here? We don't smoke cigarettes, but we do burn incense. But why would it look like someone actually put, not saying, I'm not gonna even say why, because we're not gonna do it. It looked like someone actually just put some type of fire to the carpet and made a burnt mark under the bed. And so he lifted up the mattress just a little while ago so you could see. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna speak to them about this, but I have right now I have a lot going on in reference to not just here, but my place of employment. And then the question has come about, how would they get in the room? And so once again, and getting to me being rational. Okay, so after this, and then I'm really starting to question, is anyone coming in this room? And like, so if so I'm like, okay, let me pay more attention to what's going on in this room, and seeing, how would someone be able to get in this room without someone either using a key. How I don't know, however it may be, or this was a thought. I'm not saying I'm accusing extended stay, but extended stay allowing them some in there. So how would they get in the room to do that? Because Imani, did you put the burnt mark under the bed?
No.
Okay. Did you put feathers under the bed?
No.
Okay. So we started to drink water that has mineral in it. Mineral we buy from a herbal shop. It's called More Herbs, and we started to combine mineral, I want to say elixir, to our water pitcher. Which we already alkalined the water, and we were seeing some type of yellow debris at the bottom of the pitcher, and I was like, why is this? I'm looking at Imani, and Imani was like, after we, it looks like, what is this? We looking at the pictures, like, what is this in our water? And because of the feathers being found under the bed, the burnt mark, and then also seeing the tables being moved, I was like, I wonder someone tampering with our water. Why, and I'm going to get to the reason why, it's like, why would someone put feathers on our path to work, and or back and forth on our path to work, and also some of the other experiences I am having that's only about 30 minutes away from here, which is my place of employment, or 40 minutes in walking. So what we did was we did an experiment.
Good morning.
We did an experiment to see, because the first thought was to assume, and I did, because I was like, okay, this looked like someone put something in our water. But I went ahead and did it. I was going to send the water to someone that can analyze it and see what's going on. But instead I did an experiment, and I stopped putting the mineral elixir with the filter water that we buy from Amazon. We buy filters from Amazon to alkaline our water. And after we stopped doing that, that's when we stopped seeing the debris, and that's when I said, okay, that's what it is. It's the mineral elixir being mixed with the filters that we use to alkaline the water. Okay. So what I'm demonstrating is how I try to have a rational thought before I just like go to the far, going to the way side. So, okay. So I would like to show you the burnt mark under the bed, but what I'm trying to present to you, Jen, as a general manager, okay, because there are legalities of saying no one is allowed in your room and so forth, but we didn't put the feathers under the bed, okay. We definitely didn't put the burnt mark under the bed, and I have videos. I want to show you the video.
What I do in cases like this, I also do a lock audit. I have a box, and it shows me keys that actually open the door, whether it's my key, one of the staff key, or whether it's your key, and it gives me what keys open the doors on those dates that you're talking about. I could go from a time frame to another time frame, and I could see every key that opened the door, so I would know if a different key opened your door. No one should have access to your room except us, the extended stay staff. The only reason we should be able to go in there is the days we need to do housekeeping, or if you ask for something to be fixed in the rooms. No one should be going in your room. So I will do my part as a lock audit, and I will do an incidental report to the company to take a look into this and see what's going on, like a little investigation, okay? But I would like to see your video.
Okay. And I hear what you're saying, but I wouldn't think, okay, I don't know if you remember when Shayla was here, and I'm gonna check to see if it's still showing, but when Shayla was here, every time she would send me, not her, but other representative, many times, I would say not every time, but many times when they would send me a email,
Shayla was the manager. You remember? You know who I'm talking about? Shayla.
Shayla was my team lead.
Team lead.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, team
Yeah.
lead. Okay, so I would get a receipt saying $60 instead of showing that I paid whatever the amount was. It could have been $900, and I asked for Extended Stay to send me an email. Okay, this is an electronical way of emails. It's an electronical way to get messages. So I was like, why? When I click on the email, it's showing a receipt for $60. You know that doesn't make sense. And that's dealing with electronical way. And I said, electronical devices and how to get your messages. And I said, is someone? Because at first I said, someone making a payment on my account for $60, or I spoke to Shayla. I did the meeting with her. I said, Shayla, why is this happening? She said, I don't know. At first that's because that was the thought. I don't know why it's happening. I don't know why you get this receipt, and why would someone make a payment for $60 on your account? Later, after I guess she looked back, she said, do you think, because I was looking at the card, we didn't look at the card. So did you use a different card back then during this time? I said, you know what, let me check and see. And I checked and saw, and I said, yes, you know what, I found the receipt. This was a long time ago, and I used a different card. But then the question was, why is that receipt? This was like, almost, it was like approximately a year and a half, 2 years ago. Why is that receipt coming up instead of the receipt and showing that I paid $900 or $500, whatever it may be, the rent is? Okay, why is that receipt? Because then because I used the email to give me proof that I paid my rent. I asked for a printed receipt and also a bank statement, but just so that's 3 different forms of proof. And so just in case something happened with the banks and whatever reason, which I would hope that would never happen, but there's something showing where I didn't make a payment, well, then I have my paper.
Well, at that time when you were paying with the card for that $60 that Sheila looked into for you, were you also paying cash? Part of your payment was in cash and part was with the card?
It could have been. I'm not sure.
And that's why you just got the card receipt and not the cash receipt as a statement. It's probably coming from like the bank that showed that. I have to look into that. I would have to pull it up and see what happened back then in order for me to verify what happened with that and why did you get just a receipt for $60.
Well, yeah, so the issue would be is why when the representative says, okay, I say, did you send the email? They're like, yes, I sent the email. And I say, oh, I see Extended Stay. I click on the email and it's saying $60 and not the receipt. Why is it showing that receipt and not
the cash receipt?
And not,
because it's
it's not about the cash receipt. It's about the because it's about the electronical receipt. So the receipts that I get through the email have been the receipts that I paid with a bank card. Okay. I didn't know you can send a receipt. Well, you can. I guess if you want to, you can send me a receipt through the email, just like you would send an email.
We do.
Okay,
Yeah.
But I have never done it that way. If I pay with cash.
No,
If I pay with cash, that's when I pay with cash. When I pay with cash, I just get the paper receipt from the printer and I keep that. Okay. So I have never asked for you to, that I can remember ever asking you to send me a receipt that I paid with cash. And I'm pretty sure I always try to leave room for doubt, but I'm like 99.9% sure. The receipts that I receive from Extended Stay, that's why the receipt that says $60, it shows a Visa card being used. All the receipts they show, it says Visa card if you use a Visa card, that I noticed. It shows that a Visa card was used for $60. So at first I didn't check this. Once again, Shaylin and I both didn't. I didn't catch it. I was like, I'm thinking someone made a payment. But then after looking back, and I did my own research too. When she said it, I said, "Oh, let me check." And I said, "You know what? I had a Visa card for that. Okay, so that was so long ago, a year and a half, 2 years ago. Yes, you're right. That's what happened. That is a receipt from that time." But then it's like, why is this coming up electronically and not the receipt for in the present day? Okay, why is this coming up electronically and not the receipt for the present day? So I'm clicking on the email. I just made $1,000 payment, say for example today, October 2022, and I'm seeing $60 from August of 2020. Okay,
Yeah.
so I hear what you're saying about you have a log and you can lock on, but I think electronically, what I'm demonstrating is there can be some type of manipulation, possibly, because there was a manipulation there. So what I'm asking is definitely I'm giving you this information because I want to have a close check on my room, but is there and also if there is manipulation, because another thing I was thinking about, because some of the issues that I'm having that our experiences have been connected to those that imply or are connected to the United States Navy or Army and some of the police. Is there anyone here that would do something that is in reference to allowing someone in the room or being able to, because they would there's different technologies and different sciences that definitely the military, the Navy, the Army, the police have that I don't know about, because they have some connection with them. Is there anyone that would do that? Okay.
Not here of my property, not without my knowledge.
Okay.
No one has any access to anything without me knowing of it, and there is no one here that would do that. Yes.
Okay.
And I would assure you, I would come to you guys with something like that. That is your personal space. I would never have anyone come in there. No.
Okay.
And you guys have been a long-term guest with us. You guys live here. I respect you guys. I never have any problems with you guys. There is no reason for anyone to come in there to do anything like that.
Yeah. Well, is that Imani, do you know anyone personally here in Annapolis? No, and I don't, and I keep saying I don't either. And so, so it would be the thought is why. Now, has the police ever said we have a warrant to come in her room or anything? Okay, because they would have to definitely show me the warrant.
They would
too.
have to. You guys would have in
Yeah.
something like that, incident like that. You guys will have to be here. That is your personal stuff in there.
Right.
So I can't just bring in the police. You guys have to be here as well
Yeah.
to come in there with a warrant. And no, at no time, no one ever did that.
Okay, so this is just a thought process, because some of the experiences I have experienced has been connected to those that imply to be in the United States Navy and Army, or in the United States Navy and Army, and definitely those that are connected to the police. So it could be average citizens being used. So once again, getting back to, I know you said you have a log, you have a log, and there's a way you can check to see what the card, but there are science, technology has advanced to many levels of some would say a great surge of advancement of technology, and I'm pretty sure that there are those that are supposed to be in an authoritative position to respect law. Okay, respect law. To respect law, I'm pretty sure there are some that don't do that as they're supposed to be. it's supposed to do, because I mean there's many documentations of it happening. Okay, so that's why I'm asking, because what I'm trying to do is see why, in a rational manner, why, and correlating what I'm experiencing only 40 minutes away. Okay, so I want to show you the video real quick so you can see. Okay, so anyways, okay.